Hello and welcome to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar. In this video we'll be answering the question, what is the difference between using brackets and parentheses? So a bracket is a pair of punctuation marks used to indicate that the words within them provide additional information. For example, the cost of a friendship, if it's genuine, is priceless. The additional information in brackets, if it's genuine, is a great way of convincing us of the writer's opinion, actually. They're adding more detail to what kind of friendship they're thinking about. Whereas a parenthesis is a term describing something that separates the rest of the sentence, and it's either by using a pair of commas, a pair of dashes, or a pair of brackets. So, we can refer to something as in parenthesis. What we're actually doing when we say something is in parenthesis is stating that it's additional information that we're giving between the commas, dashes, or brackets. So in essence, parentheses is simply the plural of parenthesis. And if that's the case, in fact, there is no difference between a bracket and a parentheses because brackets are a form of parentheses. After all, brackets show additional information and they're part of the three punctuation types that are used within parentheses because they're brackets and dashes and commas are also a part of it. So there is no difference between brackets and parentheses, simply that brackets are a form of parentheses. Sounds tricky, but now you've got it, you can apply it. Now it's your turn. Label if the following sentences include parentheses. Hit pause if you need thinking time. So, how did he get on? I obviously don't like that attitude. The brackets are a form of parentheses, adding additional information. When we receive the word obviously, we're getting more affirmation about that person's opinion. So yes, it does include parentheses. Lara, who collapsed during her wedding, apologised to her groom and guests by making a speech. Poor Lara. We can see here that we're including parentheses between the two commas, where it says, who collapsed during her wedding. That's an indication for us of the additional information. We realise why she's apologised to her groom and her guests by making a speech. Next up, Michael Caine, the only actor in the film from London, is a great example of British talent. As we know, the dashes and the pair of them are a form of parentheses, and they're giving us some quite stark and important and exciting news about how Michael Caine is brilliant in a film and that he comes from London. In fact, that additional information is just informing us that he comes from London and that he's the only actor doing that. So that additional information we can take away from the rest of the sentence and it would still make sense. Michael Caine is a great example of British talent. Sounds good to me. But it's in parentheses because of the dashes. Finally, when somebody says, who said that? Unfortunately, there's no use of parentheses. None at all, because we have no additional information. In fact, it's a question. So the big takeaway from this video is parentheses might seem like a big and scary word, or it might seem a bit confusing. What really is it? Well, a pair of brackets is a form of parentheses, a pair of dashes is a form of parentheses, and a pair of commas is a pair of parentheses. Only, however, when they are used to indicate additional information between the parts of punctuation that they are, with additional words in them. The best way to use this is to remember parentheses add additional information. Why not subscribe to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar for all things English, literary and grammatical?